Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today is the day 7 for our Wireshark series. So in my previous video, we have covered the window size. So window size is nothing but how much space that I have to receive the traffic and give you an acknowledgement, which is basically I'm advertising my space. What is the space in my network cache that I can basically accommodate the data and I can give you an acknowledgement, right? Now in this particular video, we'll try to understand what is window scaling, why it is needed. We'll try to understand the concept and then we'll capture it, and in real world, how this window scaling basically works, we'll try to understand with the help of captures. Okay, so I would recommend you to please watch this video till then. I'll also request you to please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any video from me. So without any further delay, let's get started. So friends, now we'll understand what is the concept behind window scaling, right? So if you see this particular diagram, we'll try to understand and we'll try to decode what exactly it basically shows over here. Now let's say example, we have a PC and we have a server, right? Now the PC will be basically trying to create a TCP handshake, right? Now during the handshake, that basically they will be telling each other. I'll talk about in the capture like the other things, right? I'm just telling you the concept right now, okay? So the TCP handshake happens, right? So in TCP handshake, he will be saying this is my window size, right? And he will also say this is my window size, right? Now during that point of time, what happens is they will get to know each other that what is the window size they are having at each side, okay? Now let's say for an example, the concept behind window scaling is like this. So let's say I want to send 1 GB of data from here to here, okay? Now if I want to send the data from here to here, the maximum of data that I can send is this value, okay? So this is the maximum value that a window size can have, okay? Now if I basically chunk the data into this particular part, it is basically more fragmentation of the data, the first thing, okay? That is fine and it has to be there, okay? But let's say if I'm sending this much of data and I'm actually waiting for acknowledgement, and then I'm sending the same data like the 65,535 bytes, and then I'm waiting for acknowledgement, okay? So what happens is I have to send the data and then I have to wait, then I have to send the data, I have to wait after this. But when we have a scaling, I will say my buffer size is more. I can basically say 4x, 8x or 16x or whatever the number that we wanted to give, we can basically put that. So in a very simple way, that he will be sending 8 data in this example 4 times, then he will expect an acknowledgement. In this example, he'll be sending 8 times and then he will expect acknowledgement. So the buffer size has been increased. The buffer size in sense, he'll be sending the data and he'll not wait for acknowledgement until and unless he goes for 4x, 8x or 16x. So he'll be waiting for that much of data to be sent from this PC to the server, and the server will be basically acknowledging it. Instead, if he was sending one chunk of data and he was expecting an acknowledgement, so that basically creating a lot of delays in case of if you are sending a large size of the data. But in case of window scaling, we are saying no, not for every traffic. You send me 8 or 10, we'll see the numbers, what exactly that number says in the capture. But right now just understand, send me 10 packets and then I'll send you an acknowledgement. So you have to fill his buffer, then he will say okay, send me the I'll be acknowledging it, and after that we'll be sending the further traffic. Okay, so this is the concept of window scaling. Let's try to understand in real world how that particularly works. Okay, so friends, let's go to Wireshark capture, and this is the Wireshark capture that we have right now. Okay, and in this we are going to understand how the scaling will work over here. Okay, so in this particular example, if you see in TCP, we will have some window size. Okay, and this is the calculated window size, which is the same one which we are going to talk about. Okay, now if you go to the option, it says window scale 8 multiply by 56. Okay, now it basically says that if you multiply this number with this, whatever the data that is coming in or whatever the size that is coming in, I can basically expect that kind of data in this particular negotiation. So he is basically sending this particular size, okay, which is from client to the server. Now if you go further in acknowledgement, it says this is my window size, and if you can multiply this to 128, that whatever the size is, I can basically have the buffer in my place. Okay, now in the actual traffic, if you see here, it basically says scaling factor, which is 50 to 56. Okay, and it basically tells you what is the actual data buffer size it has, and it basically changes over the time of that communication. It changes. I'll just take as a column. You see this, it basically changes over the period of time, and also some of the time if the connection is stable, then it basically having the same numbers again and again. Okay, so if you see this particular number from the other side, it says this is the, so Wireshark basically helps you and gives you a proper what is the size of that specific machine, how much data he can receive at a given point of time. So let's say this is the window size. Okay, and if we add 128, we'll get this particular number. Okay, so the concept and the real world example is like something like this. So let's say I have this particular PC and I have this particular server. Now let's say for an example, I want to access this particular server. So he'll be sending a request. The size of the request will be smaller. But when the server sends his own website to this particular PC, the size of the window will be larger. Okay, not window, the data I'm talking about. Okay, so the server will be sending a large chunk of data to this particular PC. So in this case, the server need not to have a larger window size. At the same time, the PC should have, because he needs to receive the higher or larger data from the server side, because he needs to serve to multiple users or the traffic which is coming in. So he need to serve, and he need to have a some kind of limitation on the buffer side as well. So that is the reason you will see a lesser buffer size, but at the same time scaling window is larger on this. Okay, so whenever you see this particular scaling window size, it basically says that if you want to send a large chunk of data, this PC or the server or basically two machines need not to basically, for every traffic he is supposed not to be sending an acknowledgement until and unless the PC sends him this much of data. He's supposed not to be sending an acknowledgement. Okay, if the size of the data is larger, if it is more than, let's say if it is 64,256, bytes of data he needs to send. So he'll be sending that much of data, like in one go he will be sending it, and after the, not in one traffic, okay, there will be segmentations will be there, okay. So he'll be sending all the data, and then after that he'll be sending acknowledgement that I have received all the data. Okay, so scaling window will help you to minimize the acknowledgement of that data which is going from source to destination. Okay, so this is the concept of window scaling. Okay, this is what I wanted to cover in this particular video. If you have understood something in this particular video, I would request you to please subscribe my channel, like it, comment what exactly that you have learned new today, or maybe if you have faced some kind of problems, you can basically discuss that particular problem in the comments as well, and the community will also get to know about that. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.